Inconsistent.
You just started recording. Why would I have to clap? Just start from the beginning.
What did you say to me? If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I have a clip of that shit.
You noticed that they really want this black vote. They really reach for it. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That's what Joe Biden said. Remember Hillary Clinton when she was running, what she said? That was like, everybody knew. It was like, yo, you pandering with the hot sauce? I keep hot sauce in my bag everywhere I go. Because in her head, she's like, well, black people love hot sauce. When really, the Spics love it.
That's right. We got all the rivers up in here.
And then Kamala Harris is running as the first black woman president. When her dad, this is what I found out. Her mom's Indian, right? Dot Indian, right? Little dot in the forehead. Not the feather.
That was to help you guys out.
Yeah. Her father is Jamaican. What I heard from Judge Joe Brown, out of all people, her father technically is from Jamaica.
Oh, you heard the podcast?
I don't hear him no podcast. What podcast?
Judge Joe Brown was on.
Oh, I didn't watch the whole podcast. I just looked at it. But technically, his dad is half white, half Indian too. Just happens to be born in Jamaica. So she's not black at all. She's Indian and 25% white.
So she has no black.
No black.
I kind of that kind of.
Me no black. Me no black.
You looking like a man. I kind of feel like that makes sense. She doesn't give me black vibes.
So,
whatever that means.
No. Listen, it's good. Somebody on TikTok, she asked a question. She was like,
"Oh yeah,
why is it Barack Obama's half white and half black?
Why is it Barack Obama's half
black, half white?
Okay,
we accept him and we say he's the first black president. But for Kamala Harris, we don't want to accept that she's black. Why is there a pushback? Nobody doubted
Barack Obama being black, even though he's not black.
He's half black.
He's half black.
African, actually. Different kind of black.
That is a different black.
Kamala Harris, let's say her dad was black. Completely black.
What's your favorite black?
Oh, good question. Some country in Africa, probably Nigeria.
Would Jamaican cover that?
I mean, it depends.
If I said Jamaican, did I cover the black realm?
I think black. I think black in an American term is different than other countries look at black.
I'm just talking about the skin color.
I'm skin color, black? Nigerian. Love them.
Nigerian.
Some of the best people. Some of the best people.
Word.
Some of the best. I'm not even lying. Like literally the best.
Culturally
people.
too. Like
love them.
It almost feels like you're back home, but just
beautiful people. Great, honorable. You know, they love their family orientated. The hard workers, bro. I'm telling you, the best. Nigerians. Okay. Shout out to Niger.
Okay. Niger.
Shout out to somewhere.
So they accept Barack Obama.
So Barack Obama, the black American black. When I say black, I mean American black. They accept Barack Obama as black, but there's a pushback to Kamala Harris. There's some people within the black community like she's not black, and she's like, why? Why is it? So my thought, and this is why I commented on it, was Barack Obama felt authentically black. He felt like he grew up in the culture. He knew the people. He had friends. He felt like that. Kamala Harris feels like she's impersonating a black person. And
I agree.
One of the things she said, like, "Oh, I wash collard greens in the bathtub," and everybody's like, "What? Who says that? What are you doing? Why are you even saying that?" She just recently did a rally. Did you see that? In the rally, she started talking in like almost like a southern accent. Let me see if I can find a. Kamala Harris speech. Oh man. Can I send this to you?
Yeah, put it in the.
If you would.
Put it in the chat.
If it lets me, my God.
Oh my gosh.
What is that crap, though? Anyway,
My bad.
so she sounds like she's impersonating a black person, and it comes off as unauthentic. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not really, quote unquote, from the culture. You know what I mean? Barack Obama felt real when he was talking to you. He felt real. You saw the clip when he's giving everybody the pound. It felt legit.
That's what I'm trying to send.
Oh, that's funny. It felt legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like he knows how to give the pound.
Yeah, like he's been around black people.
Exactly.
Kamala Harris, she went to Howard too, which is a predominantly
White?
No, black college. What the heck? What the hell is it? What the heck is this? Why does this look like this? Why does YouTube look like this, bro?
I don't know, bro. I didn't make it.
What date? What's the date on this? I need to see the date. Can't see. Let's see if we can hear it. Hold on.
Oh, this is the video. This is the parody of him doing the handshake. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
actually.
yeah. No, yeah, of course.
I couldn't find it.
Oh man, I don't know when's the date on this. July 25th. Yeah, there he goes.
What is this?
I don't know if this is it.
And it's okay that we talk because it's separate files.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Good.
So I could mute whatever we're saying. Like I love you and I think we should get married.
All right, I'm not gonna find it now. But there's a part where she's talking almost like she's from down south.
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024. Yes, we will.
You know what I mean? And everybody's like, "What are you doing?"
So what you're saying is that there's a group of Americans that don't believe her authenticity.
There's a group of that don't believe that, but not even deeper than that. There's a group of black Americans that are like, she's not black. She's not from our culture. She's from we don't know where she's from, but she's not black. And I think that has to do with, I don't think, because, I mean, obviously she's darker skinned. But
So are Indians.
And this is my...
Both the feather and the dots.
Yeah. So my thing, too, is that, like, when we talk about black culture, whatever, there's people that talk about it in a certain way that they know what they're saying, but they don't want to accept that American black is his own culture. They want to say every black person is part of this culture. When people in Nigeria are like, that's not my culture. I have my own. I grew up a certain way. I talk a certain way.
That's probably what adds to the disingenuousness, the vibe. Is that
for her?
For her.
Yeah.
Perhaps that...
Oh, because she grew up Indian.
Yeah, and they're just... The black community abroad, the skin color, is like, nah, you're categorizing me into the skin color situation. What are you doing? Oh my, he's fingering the crap out of the monitor, guys. That it feels like, nah, they're tying me into this African, but I'm Jamaican. Trinidadian. You know what I mean? Like, we're not the same.
Yeah, like
they're roping me into my skin color.
Black Dominicans, black Puerto Ricans, Haitians. Yeah. We're all different cultures. Just because we have the same skin color.
But before I identify as the skin color black, I identify as Puerto Rican.
Yeah. So Boricua. Before my skin color, I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm Puerto Rican. Before my skin color.
Yeah. And yes, maybe in Puerto Rico, we all act funny with each other sometimes.
Right.
But that's everywhere.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But we're still Puerto Rican. That's still my brother.
And if you want my vote, shout my first pride.
Yeah. That's why there's a video of a guy, and a lot of people make fun of it. A lot of black people make fun of it. Because he's a Dominican guy that looks black. Like, you would have thought he's African American. And they're like, you're black? He's like, no, me no black. Because he's like, I'm Dominican. I'm not black. I'm not what you think about black people. That's not me. What think about Dominicans? That's what I am.
Wow, so that sounds so negative just to say the word black, right?
So a lot of people outside of the United States, at least from my conversations, view the black culture in America as a degradation. like it's a de-evolution. You know what I'm saying? Almost like saying like you guys are backwards, and we're not part of that. We have what we were just saying about the Nigerians. Like they work hard, they make sure their kids go to school and all that. When they look at American black culture, they're like, you guys are not like that. So I'm not part of what you guys do. I'm Nigerian. This is the way we behave. And again, I mean, I told the story before, but like when I worked in the hospital, the Africans didn't like the American blacks. They were like, we don't like them because they don't respect. They talk back. They don't work hard, you know. And I think that's a cultural thing. You know what I'm saying? Just the way it is, you know. It's accepted within that community. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a disrespectful is accepted in the community. So like I can give you an example. You would never see a Nigerian in Nigeria say sleeping around is good. They would never say that. You get married and then you have kids.
You will never see
a Nigerian. Like if you go to Nigeria, they're like, oh yeah, have kids with whoever you want. Have baby daddies everywhere. They have you get married, then you have kids. In America, this is not like that. In America, you sleep with whoever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is a deeper conversation because that devalues a woman. She's not valuable anymore if anybody can have her. Now, why am I going to marry a woman that's unvaluable? If everybody already had it, what's so special about her?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a deeper conversation about just women and men and the way we act in this country compared to other countries where it's like, no, you get married first and then then you have kids and then you do this. And
right, because they're treated more like an investment.
Yeah. Like, where
I got a banging daughter.
Yeah.
She's 18.
Yep. You want to marry my daughter? You got to show me what you want.
She's respectful.
Show me that you're worth it.
She's She's genuine. She wants to be a care provider. She might even have ambitions to start a career, but her goal is to be a part of this lifetime thing. Like she's going to be on your side.
Yeah. And I'm not just going to...
I'm going to need 2 cows, my friend.
And I'm not just going to let any random guy have my daughter. You have to show me. And you know how you can show me? Give me those 2 cows. Can you afford 2 cows? If you can't afford 2 cows, you can't afford my daughter's lifestyle.
I got a cow and 2 goats.
Sorry. Better sell those goats and get some cows.
Get a special deal going on.
But that's, I think that's people feel like she's disingenuous. She's not really from the culture. She comes off as goofy when she talks about some stuff within the culture. Again, it almost feels like an outsider's talking about it.
Yeah, and her laugh kills me.
Oh, you think you're off of my coconut tree? My favorite one.
I had to find that video, and I did, and it is, how do I say, highly disturbing. Yeah, she rubs, and you think people are buying it? First of all, you think she has a chance?
I think she has a chance. Yeah.
Why?
Because there's a lot of easily fooled people in this country. You know what I'm saying? How many times have I heard, I'm going to vote for her because she's black?
At work?
I mean, not at work, but I hear people online. Just for the fact that she's black. There's nothing else. You don't got to tell me no policies. Don't tell me what. And you know what I'm saying? No matter how much I try to tell you, hey, she didn't do nothing. It doesn't matter because she's black and you're going to vote for her because she's black. There's no reason to vote for her other than she's black. So intellectually, I can't get you out of that position. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't get there intellectually.
And these are the same people that would vote for Biden again.
Oh, yeah, they didn't care. They're the ones that are like, wheel him out in a wheelchair. We don't care. I'll vote for him. You know?
Wow.
Like, Kamala Harris was in charge of the border. Remember? She was the border czar, quote unquote.
She was the border czar.
What's the border like now? Disaster. Now we're going to trust her with the rest of the country when she had unlimited access as the vice president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? To do that. And now she's talking about, I'm going to sign into law women's reproductive rights. She's the vice president right now. Why don't you do it right now?
Say that again.
She's like, I'm going to sign into law women's reproductive rights. Right? Like abortion.
Yeah.
She's the vice president. Do it now. You don't got to wait until you're president.
Yeah. Why doesn't your boy do it?
Yeah. Fill out the paperwork. Give it to your boy. Let him sign off on it. You're good. He doesn't know what he's doing. This weekend at Bernie's over there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is another conversation that The Supreme Court already said that's unconstitutional. That the states have to decide. So even if any president of the United States wants to pass this law, the Supreme Court already said you cannot do that. You know what I mean? You can't overrule a Supreme Court that tells you what is part of the Constitution and what is not. You can't go against it. Because we are what do they call a constitutional republic? The Constitution is above everything.
Yeah, just
So
like they're trying to change the justices. They're trying to.
Yeah, you can't go over that. It's to change the justices. You need to change the Constitution.
You have to add an amendment.
Yeah.
Or
now
amend
you need like 3/4 of the states or something like that. Something crazy. You're never gonna get it.
Yeah, you need some crazy shit. I was
Yeah,
listening
you're
to.
never gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So don't even think about it.
So it's not about the actual change. It's about making you believe what I'm saying is possible.
Exactly. So she's
Even though it's
literally she's
impossible.
lying, and people are buying it. She's lying about who she is. Think about it. Go watch videos of when Kamala Harris was running for president. She wasn't running as the first black woman.
This is the shit that
Wait, hold on. When she was running for what was she did in California? I forgot what it's called.
governor,
She wasn't governor. She was
senator,
No, she was a cop.
district attorney.
District attorney. Look at videos right now, if you're listening to me, about when she ran for district attorney. She didn't say I was the first black woman. I'm the first Hindu American.
Ooh,
She out her mouth.
she lost it.
And now she's the first black woman all of a sudden? She's lying to the people to get the votes. She's lying about what she's going to do when she's in office. She's lying about what she already did. And she's lying about who she is. And people are falling for it. I'm not saying Donald Trump is better. And I'm not saying vote for Trump. But I'm just saying be woke.
Oh, my bad.
Be woke. Pay attention. Don't just vote for anybody.
Please don't use that word woke.
It's the right word to use.
No, it's not.
Be woke.
Nah. See, I gotta correct you because I love you. What does woke mean?
It's going to be like being
Here's
awake.
the definition of woke, past of wake one.
It's past of wake. You got to look
Woke.
up Urban Dictionary. Oh, right there, Urban Dictionary. The third one down. Bro, you know how to read, bro? Down, yeah. When an individual becomes more aware of the social injustice, or basically any current affair related to bias, discrimination, or double standards.
Yeah, but where did it come from?
People made it up.
But its original meaning wasn't that.
What was it? It was
Right here.
It was from the Matrix, bro.
Woke is an adjective derived from the African American vernacular English, originally meaning alternate to radical prejudice and discrimination. Beginning in the 2010, it came to be used as a slang for a broader awareness of social inequities such as racial injustice, sexism, denial of LGBT rights.
Wake up, people.
So when you say that, you're talking about this.
But yeah, because she's lying about who she is.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people
You
we're
do.
related already,
Yeah.
so this is perfect. It's basically true.
Actually, a thing among our
I
people.
guess it's an Indian
It
thing.
apparently is a thing. People have these stereotypes and actually misconceptions about who Indians are. I mean, at least I can speak about my own experience. My grandparents lived in Bessenecker.
Yeah,
They were in
my family lives there.
Yes, I would go and take walks on the morning on the beach with my grandfather.
As an Indian woman, obviously because we have that in common, but what I've been thinking about recently is that we both had mothers who were immigrants, who were scientists.
What would you say about why it's important to you that you vote?
To me, it's, besides the obvious emotional feelings I have about seeing you represent us, like Indian women.
She's lying about her race.
She's lying.
She's lying. She's lying about who she is as a person. And listen to her. Listen to the way she laughs. She's fake laughing.
Yeah, that's this one right here. I don't know if we can hear it.
She's forcing it.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy, her laugh. Like, I can't even take her seriously with that laugh.
And let me say too, it's not just her that's lying. Like you said what they did with the Project 2025. They were lying about that.
What in what way?
They were saying that they're trying to pass Project 2025. That's not true at all.
Who's they?
Who's
they?
The people from the left. People that are left. They were saying that they're trying to pass Project 2025. Remember the Tahaji, or whatever her name is? She's like, Project 2025 is real. People, look it up.
Oh God, she needs help. That girl.
And they were trying to convince everybody, like, yo, they're trying to pass this. That's not true. President Trump is not even running on that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He has his own thing. He don't care what anybody else says.
Yeah, but then he says something stupid like, you Christians will never have to vote again. And then it's like, what? Is he talking about Project 2025?
Yeah. I honestly, something to think about presidents, I'm like, man, if we could get a good president, I wouldn't mind him staying for freaking 10 years.
A few more years,
yeah.
Right? This is another thing that disturbs me with her. When you listen to some of the shit that she says, it's like her slogans, like it's like cue cards that she's saved throughout the years, and they're rusty and cornered, they're bent off.
You think you fell from a coconut tree? We live within the context. I hate that. Have you ever seen the clips that she says this like 20 times in different events?
This right here, that's exactly what I'm gonna get to, and I want to just show it because to me, this is wild in the sense that, bro, what are you even saying, and how are people getting any like content from what's spewing out of your mouth hole?
And talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children. You know, what can be unburdened by what has been.
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 What we can see, what we believe can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
Who we can be unburdened by who we have been.
Yeah, so again, I think people are seeing the bullshit, but I was editing a video we did a week or two ago, whatever it was, and you were like, people are so dumb.
Yeah.
There are some people that it's almost hopeless.
It's hopeless, bro. And I said it before, I'm going to say it again. People arrive at thoughts and ideas without thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So because they didn't think about it to get there, you can't talk to them out of it because they didn't think about it to be getting there in the first place. They didn't get there logically, so you can't logic your way out of it. You know what I'm saying? If they got there logically, you can have a conversation with them because that means that they're relying on logic. But if they got there, like again, the example Kamala Harris, I'm voting for her because she's black. There's no logic involved. How can I convince you that the only way to get out of it is she's not black? That's it.
There was a popular artist. I don't know what genre of art she performs. I don't even remember her name, but she was quoted saying, "You know, you guys better wake the fuck up. Like, Kamala ain't doing shit for you."
Yeah.
I don't think she has a chance.
I don't know.
And moreover, like, you really think that? I don't think she has a chance, and I think that, you know, like, I hate to bring up January 6th, but I think people are going to be really, if I'm not saying an insurrection or a revolution or anything like that, but if people now are like, enough with the bullshit, like, stop lying to my face.
Yeah.
Not the dumb niggas. The niggas will stay there. They fill that void. But I think that enough people are going to be like, you're going to keep lying. It's only going to get worse.
But I think there's a lot of dumb people. I think there's mountains of dumb people on both sides.
Which one has more?
That's hard to say. They're both dumb. The far left and the far right are just filled with dumb people that they want to be smart about things, but they're just not thinking about it. How many interviews I see of people that like, you go to Trump rallies and you ask them simple questions, they can't answer it. Same thing with the other side. You ask them simple questions, they can't answer it because they didn't get there logically.
They got there
emotionally or ideologically. There's no thinking involved.
Yeah.
I believe in this, and that's why I'm voting for him or her. I didn't think about what she did what she do for the border.
Yeah.
Think about, okay, if you live in New York City,
what she did with crime.
What she did in the border affects you every day. If you live in New York City.
Yeah, that was a question. Like, name me something positive that Trump did during his 4 years. Let's pretend COVID didn't happen.
Yeah.
Give me something good that came out of it. Equally, give me something bad that came out of his presidency. Can you name one on either side? Yeah.
I can, bro. Just the border. We're talking about the border. Look what he did to the border.
Okay, boom.
He locked it down.
He locked the border down. One bad thing? Give me one bad thing.
Not only did he lock it down, he made it so that way the people that were on the other side of the border were even scared to cross over.
Yeah, like they actually started helping.
Yeah.
Like their border side started like, okay, let's fucking regulate.
Exactly.
Because
Mexico was like,
we got to sell these avocados, you heard?
Exactly. So he made it. Think about what he did with the president of, not the president, the leader of not Al Qaeda. What's the name of the group that Afghanistan? I forgot the name of the group. ISIS. Maybe ISIS. I don't know. I'm just saying ISIS. Did you hear about what Donald Trump did to him?
What Donald Trump did to Taliban?
Okay. Taliban. Biden. You saw how Biden came out of Afghanistan. It was a disaster.
Right.
Okay. Trump had a plan to get out. And he told him this. This is a true story. You can look it up. Trump told the leader of the Taliban, "My people will leave this country, but you better not hurt a hair on anybody's head. Okay? If you hurt any soldier while we're pulling out, I'm gonna kill you." He told that to the leader of the Taliban, and then the leader of the then Trump took out, I don't know if it took out a phone or a piece of paper with a picture of his house, and he gave it to the leader of Afghanistan. He goes, "That's your house," and he walked out.
Like, go ahead, try something.
Try something. I know where you live. He didn't tell him. He didn't negotiate. He just told him, "We're gonna leave. You better not hurt anybody, or I'm gonna kill you. I'm out. Done. I walk away. I don't need to talk to you about anything else." There's a general that was in the meeting with him that couldn't believe that was happening in front of his face. He was shocked that happened.
Why?
Because he couldn't believe the way he talked to a leader of a terrorist organization. He just told him straight up, "I'm gonna kill you."
For a general to say that is wild.
Yeah, and then
that to me sounds like some pussy ass general.
And then after that, COVID happened, and you saw what happened. You know, things got a little bit harder to do. Then Biden came in and pulled out a disaster. People that helped our military translate into whatever language they speak, they left them behind to get killed. These people that worked with the United States military. So imagine the United States military goes to this country. They go, "Hey, we don't know the language. We need people to translate. If you translate, we'll take care of you." So these people are like, "All right, I'm going to work with the military but you better take care of me because if they catch me, they're going to kill me." Right? And then they work with the military for years, translating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Military
sharing information.
Then the military leaves and just leaves them there in the middle. They didn't take them out. I would have took them with me. I'd have been like, "Yo, you've been translating for me for 5 years. You're coming on this plane with me. I'm not leaving you behind."
Yeah, we out.
We out. Get your family. We're going. But they left them there to get killed. Anyway, the bad things Trump did. I think he bought
bad things. Give me bad things.
I think his rhetoric brought a division in this country.
Okay, so now we're talking about
just the way he talks.
Just the way he talks.
That's it.
His person.
I can't think of a bad policy.
You can't think about nothing bad that he did, but you're saying that the person that he isn't good.
Yeah.
Or it's bad.
Yeah. If you take that away, he would be known as a great president throughout history.
If you took
but the way he talks.
And you don't think that social media had a role in playing how you view that aspect?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Or is that 100% him?
It's both. It's both. Because how many presidents say stupid things and we just let it slide?
Right. So, okay. So it's his character, but it's also the exploitation of that character.
Not the exploitation. Is that the media, some media organizations, most media they're left leaning. So if they're going to press hard on Trump, any little slip up he says, they're going to let the world know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Think about what they did with Biden. Biden was incoherent for years, and they were hiding it.
Give me. I'm not even gonna. I'll go both, but give me a good thing that Biden did. Did
already. I think he decided not to run again. I think that was probably the best thing he did. Pretty good.
Are you really saying that you don't know? And listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the answer I get.
I'm sure he did something good. All presidents do some things good.
Why is it that you know nothing? It's not like I asked you what good Barack Obama did, and I will give you. Oh, it's been 8 years, so here's a pass. You forgot.
I think this.
He's the current sitting president of the United States of America, and you still are drawing blank into one good thing that he did.
Well,
student loan forgiveness.
He didn't do it. He is undone.
Okay.
I don't know how he could do that. I don't know why he even promised it. They promise you things they can't give you.
But again, give me one thing that he did that was good.
Wait, let me say this. The reason why it was easy for me to find it with Trump is because what he did affected us today. So Kamala Harris being in charge of the border made it hard for New York City. And we live in New York, so we feel it.
Well, I haven't even gone to the negatives.
I know, but what I'm saying is this. Because Trump kept the border locked, now in retrospect, I was like, oh man, he really did good at that border. So it was easy for me to find something he did because it affected me personally. There's nothing Joe Biden did that affected me personally. He was a nothing president. He did nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
He did nothing. Nothing bad, nothing good. He did nothing.
Nothing bad. He didn't do anything bad.
Can you
withdraw from Afghanistan?
I mean, oh yeah, that's a bad one. Horrible. There you go. Can you think of something good? Let me ask you.
I can. And I'm asking the question because I find that people are in the same. They say student loan. He got some of it. It's like,
well, like 10 people? Nothing. He didn't do nothing. He can't do nothing. He can't do that. He can't do it.
Yeah.
And they're promising you something they can't do. And they're doing that right now with abortion. They're promising you
that they'll get it back.
I'm going to get this back. Meanwhile, you cannot. It's already legislative. It's done. It's locked in. It's law. You cannot do nothing about it. And they're promising it to people. And they're lying to everybody.
I asked someone of, like, whatever, education level. And when they answered it was, oh, he gave us that check.
Who?
Trump.
He did. He gave us a check, but I mean, I'd rather him not give us a check.
Biden gave us a check too.
I'd rather him not give us a check either.
So I was like, okay, so those are your two answers of the good that they both did. Yeah. And the negative, we go directly into the border as a negative for Biden and abortion as a negative for Trump.
But Trump didn't do the abortion. That's another thing.
He did.
No, he didn't.
He appointed those two justices.
But he doesn't. He didn't actively do anything for the abortion bill. Nothing. He just appointed people to the court.
Right, but for them, that's it.
But if you read what they wrote about abortion, whether they were left or right, they should have wrote it this way.
Right, but either ways, he gets the blame for it because he appointed those two people. In their mind, if they would have hired more progressive, democratic, liberal individuals to run those seats as judges for 40 years, then that bill would have just been like,
but that we don't want that. Right?
Let's just bring it back to the lower courts, but we're not going to rule. We'll keep.
But we don't want. The problem I see this with liberal too, because listen, when a Supreme Court writes a ruling, there's a descending ruling, whatever. It's like two people write it. So the people that vote for it and the people that vote against it, right? So some people they write
like a pros and cons list.
Yeah. If you and I challenge anybody to do this, go to the abortion.
Who are you challenging?
The people.
Who?
Read them. Read why they did something and why it shouldn't have been done, and you're gonna notice a big difference. When the liberals write why it shouldn't be done, it's all emotional. When the Republicans or the right-leaning write it a certain way, it's all law, logic, boom, 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 because of this, because of this, because of this.
And they're emotional about that logic.
Yeah, that's fine. But if you read the liberal one, it's like, oh, we shouldn't take a woman's right to this. What are we though? We're not taking away their rights. They can still do it. In all 50 states, you can take an abortion pill. None of it's against the law.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about here?
Because the ruling was a federal level, it wasn't on a state level.
Exactly. So the Supreme Court was like, we should have never did this. We shouldn't have been involved in any of this.
So the comparison that I use, and correct me if I'm wrong, when marijuana started becoming legal in the states, each individual states were threatened with the federal government coming in and raiding your shit, even though that state said it's legal for you to operate with this product.
Yeah.
So like now, instead of it being marijuana, let's make it the abortion.
Well, the abortion one's different because the abortion one basically says, you do whatever the hell you want. We're not going to get involved. The government's telling the states, you do whatever you want.
It's the reversal.
But that's between you and your people. You guys figure out how you guys want to handle it.
It's the reversal. The federal government says, you know what, this abortion thing, we're not going to come over and shut down your abortion clinics.
No, that's you. You do that.
It's illegal to do it on a federal level, but we could go.
No, it's not illegal on a federal level.
It's not even our business.
It's none of our business. You do whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Let the states decide. And when they say give it back to the people, that's what they mean. They mean, hey, you vote for your governors. We don't do that.
So in other words, the reason why I bring up the marijuana thing is because even until this day, right now, those legal shops,
yeah,
the federal government could come in and shut them down because it's still federally illegal.
Well, it's the devil's lettuce.
Shut up. I'll rebuke you. I want lettuce now. No. In this scenario, the federal government is like, we don't even want to get involved in this.
Yeah.
We're not going to come and shut your shit down. We're not going to fund you to open up more abortion clinics. We're not going to stop you from doing it. Yeah. We're just telling you that on a federal level, we don't recognize this as a constitutional.
Don't even talk to us about this.
This is not an issue that we...
Yeah, nothing we can do about this.
You could do whatever the fuck you want in your own state.
Yeah. Now, listen, again, if the liberals or your Democrats really wanted to make abortion legal no matter what, they had plenty of chances to do it. There was 2 years where Barack Obama was the president, liberal. The House was majority liberal. The Senate was majority liberal. And if I remember correctly, the Supreme Court was majority liberal. Why didn't they pass it then when they had the chance? There was no barriers. They could have did whatever they wanted and they didn't do nothing for you.
What did you hear about the woman who was sued for taking the abortion pill?
Lizette Gonzalez? Is that who you're talking about?
It was charged with murder and held in jail for 2 nights.
How did she get an abortion? What the hell did she do?
She took a pill, apparently. Woman charged with murder after taking abortion pill can continue lawsuit against justice officials.
Well, see, they probably wrongly arrested her.
Texas woman who was wrongfully charged in the murder after taking abortion pill can continue to her lawsuit. So she's suing them.
Ooh, that's government overstepping. Good. Hope she wins.
That she wins. That they overstepped.
They overstepped the bounds. They weren't supposed to do that because technically you should be able to take that pill in all 50 states. So they must have thought, oh, abortion. We're gonna ban abortion, so we're gonna arrest her.
A Texas woman who was charged with murder after taking an abortion pill can continue her lawsuit against local officials who jailed her for 2 nights before dropping the charges against her. A federal judge has ruled. So they locked her up for taking an abortion pill. How did they even find out?
She delivered stillborn. Wow.
That's how?
She was 19 weeks. That's pretty far.
Oof.
For $1 million, being held in jail for 3 days. Nice. Good for her.
So that's overstepping.
Yeah. That's what we don't want.
So in other words, this is the law showing that, the justice is not getting involved. This is what happens when they get involved. We don't want them involved. Don't get them involved at all.
Yeah, we don't want them involved at all. This is a totally different conversation. We're not going to get into it.
No.
When we talk about what happened in Waco, Texas, or Ruby Ridge.
Ooh.
So those things, the government got way involved when they shouldn't have, and it caused a lot of people to die. They killed a lot of people.
Oh, especially Waco.
Again, this is the government getting involved when things that they shouldn't need to get involved in.
All right, wrap it up. Did you see this? And what do you think? North Korea and South Korean athletes taking a selfie together. What do you think Kim Jong-un? Like, all these niggas are dead when they go back home, right?
No. I think what's happening is the North Koreans are looking at what the South Korean guy is holding. They're like, what is this magic? What is this magic glass you holding?
First of all, look at that phone he's holding or whatever he's holding. It's square as fuck.
That's probably a foldable, right? Like a clamshell. What do you think?
I mean, if it's, the other Korea, then yeah, it's probably a Samsung Flip.
What is this? Yeah, it's Korean.
It's Korean,
yeah.
so it's a Samsung
Good for them.
Flip. But, I mean, what does this spark? Does this do anything?
Hope it does peaceful things. I don't know.
I mean, that's the youth.
The fact that they even won anything. Honestly, North Korea. The fact that they won anything is great. Even though it was a silver medal. Hopefully they survive going back.
I mean, right, because they didn't get the
gold. You shouldn't have came back at all.
Don't come back at all. You should have stayed with the selfie guy.
Yeah. In prison for the next 30 years.
Let's see. And then you had something pulled up, which is right here.
Did you watch this?
God. All right, we'll cut with this.
Yeah.
Because this is a big this is a big one. So we'll play it real quick.
No, we'll come back to the next one. We'll do another one.
All right, so we out then?
Yeah, we out.
This is it. Don't look like that, bitch. I'm gonna kiss you now.